man. Oh man. Oh man. No, no.
Alarm für Anaconda 12?
What is this? Oh, look at this car. He's on me. He's glued on me. Look at this car. He's glued. So, unglue from me. Why hello there guys, it's Qwerty Afro back with another Fernbus Coach Simulator Let's Play video. Today it is episode 18 and I'm going to have to break the promise of the previous episode where I did say I was going to do a full night service route, which is still coming. I promise the next episode will be a full night bus route. Purely in the night, we'll be doing something like probably starting at like 1 AM or 2 AM and going into the night, and it'll probably all be dark so I can showcase to you the new lighting improvements with the new Reloaded patch. As you know, recently TMR have updated the game to be this kind of Bus Coach Simulator Reloaded because they've added so much stuff with updating the engine and graphics and stability of the game, and just a lot of behind the scenes work. As well as this, they've added, as you know, Usedom and Albeck and the whole like island of Usedom, as well as Stralsund. But today I am very excited to be getting onto a new bus, a new coach that the kind folks at, I think Aerosoft sent me this key. I don't think TML, I think Aerosoft's like marketing team sent me a key, which I'm very thankful to them. They also sent me a key for the Neoplan Skyliner back in the day, like, and it took me 5 months to make a video with the Neoplan Skyliner, but with this one it's a bit more quicker because I'm active now with Fernbus videos on the channel, so I definitely wanted to do this, and I've seen videos already of this coach and I'm really excited to kind of get into it and showcase it for you today in episode 18. So I'm just going to quickly go in here onto career. There's no real reskins or repaints available for this coach, and if you don't know what coach I'm talking about, it is called the Comfort Class HD, but I'm going to refer to it as the Setra HD or whatever you want to call it, because it is at the end of the day a Setra. There's nothing different to a real life Setra that it is. It's just that it doesn't have the licensing in the game to have the logo Setra slapped on it, and that's the only real thing that's missing from it. Everything else is pretty much simulated and detailed to the real life Setra models that they're trying to simulate to put in this game for the Flixbus fleet. Other than that, it's just the Setra logo, and I've seen people already like commenting leaving reviews for it saying, oh, it's an unlicensed, overpriced thing, even though they released it and they've given 25% off, and it's only about, I think in pounds it's about £7 something, which is really cheap, and you're getting 5 variants of coaches. Even though they look all pretty much the same except for the lengths and the variations, you're still getting 5 different types of coaches, which means 5 different variations of repaints. Once the Steam Workshop community and the people on the forums and the TMR forums that do repaints, once they get their hands busy making repaints for those coaches, I think it's definitely going to be quite a nice variety of coaches we're going to have to actually drive in the game. So today I thought we could, we're obviously going to be doing a Flixbus route because there's no other repaints. There is one, but it's just a plain white one for the largest one, for the largest variant of the Setra coach. I'm going to do a route. I've been trying to find something that I could do from Usedom. I tried to like look up on the Flixbus website if they do any kind of routes from Usedom or Albeck, but it's really hard because they do go to these places, but they don't like start, or like they're kind of like locations that like start from somewhere else. And even though I was looking extensively on the Flixbus website and actually looking for times from these 2 cities, I couldn't find any routes that kind of stop there, so I kind of had to improvise. And I think I looked from Cellen, and there was these 2 routes that go from like Cellen to either Dresden, which is down here, Dresden, or Leipzig. I think I'm going to go for Leipzig, which is route line 125, and I think I'm going to stop in Berlin on the way. I don't think I'm going to do Potsdam. I was either contemplating if I should do Berlin, Potsdam. So we go on to new here. We'll do route number, it is Flixbus route number 125. It normally starts in Cellen, but we're going to start in Usedom to kind of continue with the theme from Usedom before in the previous episode. And we'll just call it like the Usedom to Leipzig. if I can spell that fine. I think I've spelled it. Yeah, that's fine. And then essentially we're just going to start. We're not going to go via Elbeck. We're just going to go directly from Usedom, go to Berlin, and then shoot right down to Leipzig. So it'll be a nice little lengthy journey. We'll have one stop in between, and we'll definitely get to stretch the Setra's legs through this route. And my first ever like actual playthrough. I've not driven the bus. I've only kind of like tested it and kind of hotkeyed things up with my G29. But other than that, I've not actually driven the bus on the motorway or on any kind of roads for like a long distance. So this should be good. I'm really excited. It's like the first time I actually got into the Neoplan Skyliner, which was like amazing. It was like so huge. So if we go here on save, and then now what's actually really cool is oh, why am I going on that? That's fine. Right, if I go now, so this is kind of like a new thing they've added in the Reloaded patches, this new kind of kind of a viewing area for the coaches, which I think is a lot better than the previous one, which is just empty black space. You even have like nice wind farms there in the background, but this is really nice. It's just a nice way to showcase your coaches of what you're going to be driving here, and you can see like this is an MAN here, and then the MAN Lions Coach C, the Neoplan Skyliner, and now we're going to get into the new coaches. So Comfort Class is the name that going with. It's kind of like a fake brand, similar to what in SCS did with the Mercedes trucks. I can't actually remember what the Mercedes trucks were called before they got the license for the Mercedes trucks in Euro Truck, but essentially this is what TML are doing, and I'm sure they will probably soon get the Setra licensing, and then all it means is that they update the game with a patch where they just put the Setra logos on, and that'll be fine. I think that I hope they do end up getting the licensing, because as well, I didn't actually know about this. Someone commented in my previous episodes that Setra is actually owned by Mercedes, the Mercedes-Benz coach kind of like company. So if they get a Setra licensing, potentially down the line, Mercedes coaches could be a thing, because Setra is pretty much just another kind of Mercedes brand there. But this is the smallest one of the new Setra coaches. This is the Comfort Class S515 HD. Very small. I think it's slightly smaller than the smallest MAN, or they might be roughly about the same size. Then it goes to the MAN Class S, I want to say MAN Comfort Class S516 HD, which just adds another axle, another 2 wheels. Not too longer than the previous one, just adds maybe a few more rows of seats. Then we go to the Class S, the Comfort Class S516/2 HD, and this one's kind of like the longer 2-axle wheel-based kind of version. You won't see any kind of difference visually of these kind of variants of coaches. It's mainly just the kind of lengths and the axles. And then the next one you get is the Comfort Class S517 HD, which is an even slightly longer 6-wheel-based coach, which looks very nice. And then we have the biggest one, which is the Comfort Class S519 HD, and this is massive. This is this is so long. You can see here how long this coach is like, and if we compare it to the Neoplan Skyliner, if I just quickly go here, you can see the Neoplan Skyliner is pretty long. But if you remember, like if we use these buttons here as a measurement, the Setra 519S came all the way down to the end. So this Neoplan Skyliner no longer is the biggest, or should I say longest coach. I think the Neoplan Skyliner still probably capacity wise is longer or bigger, but if I go now back to here to the Class S519 HD, this is now the new king of the coaches in Fernbus. This is huge. This is so long. It's crazy. And the only repaints, as I've said, are these 2 white ones. This plain white one here, made by Jan, who's doing also a UK collection of skins or repaints for the game, which are looking amazing so far. The Stagecoach one I did in Neoplan Skyliner in the previous episode was one of them. And then this is the other one, which actually slaps bang the Setra logo there, as you can see. And hopefully that's going to be what we're going to be seeing soon on the official ones that once TML hopefully do get the actual licensing. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to use the biggest one, because why not? It's going to be an interesting challenge to see how to drive this through the cities, because the Neoplan Skyliner, I always clip the curbs when I'm driving around. So this is going to be so much more interesting to see how this drives in some of these like smaller cities. So we're going to pick that. I'm going to put the time about maybe 10:30 in the morning. I'm going to leave the dynamic weather on dynamic. I'm recording this on the 1st of December, so there's probably going to be some snow, which I don't mind. And then we're going to start the game. One thing I'm going to do, normally I do like a little transition here, but I feel that the loading times now into the game are so much more quicker. You'll see, comparing to before where you'd probably take like maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes to actually load into the game. I think from every instance I've loaded into the game in less than a minute. There you go. Look at that. So quick. That's one of the things that they've improved with the Reloaded patch, that the loading times into the Unreal Engine onto this game is just phenomenal. By the way, shout outs for this video go to Simulation Lemon and Southernrailwaysfan. That's again Simulation Lemon and Southernrailwaysfan. Their links and stuff will be down below. Show them some love. So here it is in the flesh, the Setra, and as I said, I will be calling this bus a Setra. I can't call it comfort class. It's just too long, and it's easy. You know what I mean? It is the comfort class officially in the game, but it is a Setra, and that's what I know it as. It's a Setra HD or whatever is the actual real life model name, but I'm just going to call it a Setra. And I have to say, it looks, I love the front, by the way. It just looks so clean, and Setras are always known to have that kind of nice clear kind of metallic kind of piece there at the front. And the length of this coach, as I've said, is just huge. The back I'm not so keen on. The back lights are not the most interesting. It's a really interesting kind of like design that stretches all to the side here at the back, and the vents as well are very interesting. It kind of flows with the backlights, but the back I'm not so keen on. The front definitely is really nice, but then the sides of the coaches are pretty standard for a coach. There's nothing too interesting with these kind of like normal kind of coaches that look like this. All of them kind of look the same. The only kind of time when coaches start to look different is like when you have those double-decker ones, like the Neoplan Skyliner on the side really looks nice, how the kind of like the strips go down and the windows continue and flow. It's really nice. We have a door here, and the door sounds as well are completely different to the MANs and the Neoplan Skyliner. And then we have on this one we have huge compartments for the luggage. Absolutely crazy. Look at this. 3 huge like plates of doors to open. It'd be fun loading up passengers' luggage into this. It's so much space, and of course because it's a huge coach. Like, damn. Let's get this all closed and let's get going. I know you guys want me to get in and go, but this is new coach. This is new. I need to break it down and give you the whole rundown of it. Can't just like go in and just be like, oh yeah, that's it. Seats are completely different. They obviously would be, because these are Setra seats. They're not MAN or Neoplan seats. And you can see this coach is just long. I love how the sound as well changes. At the front you can hear more sound from the outside, and obviously at the back when you walk into the back of a coach when there's no doors open at the back here, it's a bit more quieter. I like that. And I have to say, it looks cozy in here. It really does. The seats look nice. There's curtains for the windows, which is really nice, and it's a really nice place in here. And everything kind of, again, a bit standard like the MAN coaches. Has the kitchen and stuff here, and the toilet. I think the kitchen would fold out here, and then, or maybe here, I think. And obviously there's your door. Pops up there. Well, I'm going to close it now. But now I think the biggest thing is gotta have to be this dashboard. We've been so used to seeing the Neoplan dashboard and the MAN dashboard because they're very similar, but this is the first time like we have a completely new dashboard here. Look at this. It's kind of very Mercedes-esque in a way, and it just, I think, looks phenomenal. Huge windscreen, which I prefer. I prefer the kind of MAN and this Setra windscreen compared to the Neoplan, because the Neoplan obviously is a double-decker, so the thing comes down. I actually prefer having this kind of open view. It's really, really nice, and when driving it, it allows a lot more light here. But it's good. Right, let's get the door closed. Let me also get my navigation on the screen, because I took it off. Actually, I might actually have to take that off, because I'm going to showcase to you guys the buttons and stuff, and that gets in the way. So let me turn on the engine first. You can see there it says Comfort Cross. I'm sure if they get the licensing, that will say Setra at some point. Look at this, we have new buttons. Let me put on the lights. like the low bin lights, so you guys can see the lights of the buttons. A lot more buttons and a lot more options we actually have here. It's actually really cool. You have these vents that you can actually change the fan direction of and then adjust the fan speed, which is excellent. You obviously have a radio here, which coming out with this DLC for this coach is actually the radio DLC, the multimedia DLC, where you actually have this fictional kind of like almost like GTA radio station that you can play in the coach, and there's like over I think 70 licensed songs, and it's all in German though, because obviously it's to be realistic with the being in Germany. And that's also available. I think that's for like $3.99 or something like that. I'm not going to get that. I don't kind of really want it. I'm not too like keen on having music on, especially like it as well if it's a German radio channel. Sometimes when I play like Eurotruck, I have like Truckers FM or one of those kind of Eurotruck radios on sometimes when I play. But in this game, I'm alright. I think if they allowed that you could play any sort of radio station in the coach, I think that would be a bit more tempting. So like things here you have like obviously the reading lights. You can enable all of them. You have dimmed passenger lights and bright passenger lights, which I think is really cool. So you have like different, I'm going to leave them on dim because it's kind of bright. Then we have obviously the driver's light. I'm going to turn that off because we don't need it. And then you have night lights as well, which obviously probably for the night time. Going to put on the restroom, the kitchen, the hostess clearance, the battery thing. There's a reversing camera thing, washing. I don't think that works though. What else do we have? We have this thing where you can open the roof hatches, which that's really cool. That's like something we haven't seen in the Neoplan Skyliner. Or look at that. That's really cool. And then this is the front one. That is so cool. Those are nice little extra details. And then also what you can do is you can actually lock the luggage compartments, which you can't do in the Neoplan or the MAN, which is really nice. Go put on the destination display. Also put on the driver monitors, which fold down like airplane monitors, which that's lovely. Look at that. That's great. Again, another thing different compared to the Neoplan or the MM, which are just like screens that are just there. They don't flop out or anything, and it kind of shows the kind of different class and quality of coaches, I suppose. You can also turn on the Wi-Fi here, and then obviously this is the announcement button, which we'll play because obviously we're Flixbus today once we pick up our passengers. But everything is just beautiful in this. It's so nice because obviously it's all different. I'm gonna put on the air conditioning. Is a bit more manual focused here. I don't know which one. Oh, there we go. That's how it does it. So this one's more like OMSI. It's a bit more like OMSI, isn't it? Because it has these cogwheels that you turn for like temperature and like if you want to like how you want the airflow coming in. Oh, that's really nice. And obviously here I have my own ones that I said I can do the fan speed and the fan direction, which I think is just a nice little extra detail. Then we have stuff here with the steering wheel. You can see the dials are a little bit different, a lot more smaller and a bit harder to tell, like similar to what people were complaining about with the dials in the Neoplan and the MAM. But we obviously have speed and stuff on the widgets that pop out for the navigation. Buttons on the steering wheel don't do anything, which is a shame. It could have been cool to have them like you can customize them, and it would have been a bit cool to have those working. Here, there's nothing too much. There's disable lane assist warning. So this has lane assists, a lane assist warning system, which is really interesting. And I'm going to leave it on and see what it does once we're on the motorway. There's steering column adjustment. I don't know if that works though. I think that's just a button there that just presses and it's disabled. Then there's ESP ISR. And then if I go into the final one, just this stuff with the blinds and the window for the driver. There's windscreen heating and there's driver window heating as well, so if it gets foggy or misty you know what to do. There's an emergency stop release brake, which is nice, and then obviously our friendly automatic particle filter cleaning on, which we'll of course leave on for our passengers. And then there's a stop start button. Very nice. And then I'm guessing that's the key. And other than that, that's your kind of little look there at the dashboard. And then this is the kind of passenger camera here. It literally, either end just feels so far away. It's crazy. But I think we are ready to go. We're actually in Albeck right now because if you remember, the two home garages on the Usedom Island is actually not in the Usedom city, because we are right now a little bit of a way away from Usedom, so we actually have to get there. So let me pop this into gear and let's get going. First time in the Setra, or comfort class, however you want to call it. Right, I've noticed that this coach is a little bit, from just doing a little test to drive around, just literally around this bus station, acceleration is not perfect, because obviously it's a huge coach. I'm guessing the smaller variants will be a lot more nimble and accelerate a lot faster, but Jesus, this takes quite some time to like pick up speed. And then I've actually, for the first time, I've not done this on any kind of previous coaches or on my G29, I've actually mapped out the retarders, which I've never really used. I've always thought the brakes were good enough. I've never needed to now this is something here, look at this. This is turning in this coach. It's huge. I've never actually really used retarders in this game so far, so I've mapped them to my G29. I don't know if I'm going to use them, but they're there, and we'll see. I'll maybe give them a little test if we need them, but I'm going to try and not use them, but they're there in case. Oh, now one thing I've just noticed, that there is an electric digital speedometer thing in the middle there on the screen in between the two dials, so that at least helps out if I can't see the actual dials there, because they are very, very small. And I have to say, I do love the snow here. This is on Usedom again, and it's very nice, very, very nice. I'm very keen to pick up our passengers. As I said, this is line 125 we're doing today. It is real life Flixbus route. Not too real in the fact that it doesn't actually stop in Usedom. I just wanted to find a route close to going through Usedom that goes past here that I can use to kind of like start from Usedom in this episode. So that's the only reason why we're not starting from Selin, we're starting from Usedom, so we can kind of continue from the previous episode. I have to say, it does look... I can't remember the last time I actually played in snow, actually. And I don't know if you guys can hear, it does sound a lot different. The ambient sounds, that like the rattlings and little clinks and stuff that you hear in the coach when we're driving, is a lot different to like the MENs and the Neoplan. Like the Neoplan's very condensed, and very, because obviously it's a lot more confined, the coach, and I'm guessing it's insulated a lot better with sound, so it feels a lot more condensed. The MAM, I feel, has a lot more ambient sounds going through it, because I don't know, maybe the sound dampening is not as good as, say, like in the Neoplan, while this one is kind of a mix of both. It's overall good, but the kind of creaks and kind of the kind of cracks and stuff that you can hear once the coach is going around and bumping around things on the suspension, it's a lot different to like the other sounds that you hear in the other two coaches. Feels maybe a little bit more premium. Well, I don't know if Setra's a premium coach company. If they're owned by Mercedes, I'm pretty sure they would strive to be a bit more kind of like premium on that market. But then again, I don't know if Mercedes-Benz coaches are like super premium like their cars. I'm guessing they would be. But this is fabulous. It's great to have another coach that has this, as I said, this kind of wider windscreen, which I'm just in awe of, because you get so much more natural light here compared to the Neoplan Skyline, which in the Neoplan Skyline it's excellent to drive. It's so comfortable, like, well, I'm saying comfortable, like I actually feel the suspension when driving in these episodes. Like, it feels more comfortable, just, I don't know, visually, and kind of even with the response with the coach, it feels a lot more like a slug. in kind of retrospect. I think the MAN's a lot more responsive than the Neoplan, and this Setra, well, this Setra is like, look, I'm turning the steering wheel here. There is very little response. So this is not something you would take on a track and thrash around with absolute ease. Oh, I had a little bit of a frame issue there. That should be fine. Perfect. Now we're in Usedom. Oh god, here we go. A little bit of a turn coming up here. I'm not so sure how this is going. This is the thing that I've heard and I've seen people have a bit of issue with, because if I go out here, you can see how huge this coach is. And we'll even do a little exterior shot here where I'll demonstrate how difficult. So I'm going to have to go a little wide. And we do have steering from the back wheels. But look at this. Not bad, not bad. Not bad at all, actually, for my first time doing that. Not bad at all. Right. Turn in here, yeah. Just gonna have to take everything wide. It'd be such an interesting comparison driving the very small Setra, the 515, compared to this. I wanted to start off big, like, why not? Let's drive the biggest thing we have. This is longer than the Neoplan Skyliner, and like that, all the time when I need to improve maybe on that coach. I know maybe that coach doesn't have rear axle steering, so that's why I always try and like hit the curb for some reason when I do corners in the Neoplan Skyliner. While in this coach, that was alright for like an attempt there in an exterior camera. That was okay, that was good. Right, passengers. Right, nicely park up here. I think I've set up everything, so I don't really have to worry too much. I do love the sounds of the doors though. Very different to the other two coaches, which have very similar sounding doors. Oh my god, that that door literally smashed through her, but she doesn't seem too concerned. Anyway, let's log into our Flixbus app, because today we are doing a Flixbus line. Usedom, Berlin, and Leipzig. And after Berlin, we're going to have like a stop somewhere, probably along the motorway, which should be fine. Right.
Hallo, mein Ticket.
You are going to Berlin. That is beautiful. Leipzig, welcome aboard this Setra. New to Fernbus.
Sehr freundlich.
Berlin, yes. Nürnberg, no.
Servus, fahren Sie in meine Richtung?
Berlin, fantastic.
Hallo, das Ticket.
Railway station, no.
Mahlzeit, mein Ticket?
Yes,
Dank.
lovely. Berlin.
Mahlzeit, bitte sehr.
Berlin, beautiful.
Servus, ich müsste noch ein Ticket.
Oh, and we have
kaufen.
someone that's coming along here buying a ticket from me. I can set you up with that.
Auf geht's.
There you go. Welcome aboard this Setra. Hope you're going to be
Hier, mein
very
Ticket.
comfortable. It's more comfortable than our MANs and our
Qwertee.
Neoplans.
Danke sehr.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, I do love this. Look at that. I love that indicator light. That's really nice. I do like the look of the set. As I said, the front looks beautiful. The back, I don't know if any of you guys want to argue with me in the comments, but I do not like the back. I think the MANs probably has the best back, and then it goes the Neoplan Skyliner, and then this, in my opinion. You guys can tell me down below if you think this back is the best looking back out of the 3 coaches now available for this game. I don't mind. Right, back into the coach we go. Let's start the ride, because, you know, I always forget to do that, but this time, I got you. Right, welcome on board, guys, and then I can start playing the announcement, actually.
Hallo und herzlich willkommen bei Flixbus. Wir
Right.
freuen uns, dass ihr an Bord
Let
seid
us
und wir
go.
gemeinsam unser heutiges Reiseziel ansteuern. Bevor wir richtig in Fahrt kommen, hier ein paar Hinweise. Auch bei uns im Bus gilt die gesetzliche Anschnallpflicht. Bitte schnallt euch deshalb während der gesamten Fahrt an. In den Sitztaschen vor euch findet ihr unsere Bordkarte mit weiteren Sicherheitshinweisen und Infos zu unserem Snack.
Let's
und
follow the
Getränkeangebot.
police.
Eine Toilette befindet sich im hinteren Einstiegsbereich. Wer kostenlos surfen will, wählt sich einfach in unser...
It feels like this bus has a turbo. There's like turbo lag. Like I press the accelerator and it takes like 5 seconds to accelerate.
Unser Team freut sich riesig über eure Likes und Nachrichten. Sollte euer Akku zur Neige gehen, kein Problem. Viele unserer Sitze sind mit Steckdosen ausgestattet und entsprechend gekennzeichnet. So könnt ihr euer Smartphone die gesamte Fahrt über nutzen. Wenn ihr eure nächste Fahrt auch gleich mobil buchen wollt, holt euch einfach unsere App und profitiert von exklusiven Online-Angeboten. Auf flixbus.de stehen täglich brandaktuell alle Infos und Städteverbindungen für euch bereit. Natürlich wollen wir unseren Service ständig weiter verbessern. Für Feedback zu eurer Fahrt nutzt bitte den Fragebogen, den wir euch per E-Mail zuschicken. Wir danken für eure Aufmerksamkeit und wünschen eine entspannte Fahrt und viel Spaß an Bord bei Flixbus.
Hello.
And welcome to Flixbus.
Welcome to
We'd love
Flixbus.
to have you on board and that we can get you to your favorite destination today.
In your new
Before we set
Setra.
off, we would like to share some information about the journey. The wearing of seatbelts is compulsory on board the bus. Therefore, please keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the entire journey. In the seat pocket in front of you, you will find our information card containing further safety instructions and details of our snacks and beverages. There's a restroom located in the rear boarding area. If you would like to browse the internet free of charge, simply log on to our onboard Wi-Fi network. If your battery runs out, no problem. Many of our seats are equipped with power outlets which are marked accordingly.
Oh, those
If you
trees
would
look
like to book your
funky.
next journey while
Like
you're
growing
on
out of the
road,
water.
Simply download our app onto your smartphone so you can take advantage of our many exclusive online discounts. For more information, simply visit flixbus.com or get in touch with us on Facebook. Of course, we're always striving to improve our service.
Das ist doch keine
Please use the
Verfolgungsjagd.
questionnaire we send you by email to give us feedback about your
Man,
journey.
that speed
You can
change was
also
really
use it to
annoying.
share your suggestions, ideas,
Was it even
and
a sign? There
requests.
probably was, I just
We're
wasn't
always
paying
ready
attention.
to assist. And now, we can finally set off. Thank you for listening. We hope you have a relaxing journey and enjoy traveling with Flixbus.
Oh, I think they will. In this Setra, definitely. You know, there's probably like literally there's a literally a border between two countries in between this bus. That's how long it is. It's just right. Now, this is the road that I didn't go on in my previous episode that was coming into Usedom from the motorway because I went on the country path. So this is again all new kind of road that I've not travelled on yet. Right. Oh god. Oh, it's tight, but it's doable. Perfect. One thing, like, you know, the announcements, I've mentioned this before. Can we do custom? I'm pretty sure if we recorded a file, and I'm pretty sure we could even replace that announcement file in the game's directory somewhere. But it would be so cool if they added that as a moddable thing, where you could just add it and then change it somewhere in the options, so it doesn't have to be always Flixbus. So it could kind of like reflect the repaints that you like install and play with, because it's just something so annoying that you have a nice repaint and then you play the announcement and then it's Flixbus, and you feel like I could record something myself, like, I don't know, a National Express announcement or something like that, and it would just be so it would be so in tune to like the repaint. And I think it's I don't know, do you guys think that would be cool to have in the game? I don't think there's anything coming. Look, I'm on the accelerator right now, and the bus just takes. It's probably the length, the drivetrain of this bus. Well, I'm guessing it's rear wheel drive. It's not front wheel drive, so it's probably. It's a big bus. It's probably very heavy. I'm guessing they use all the same engines. Maybe this one obviously probably would be the most powerful engine out of all of them, but if they probably might use the same engine. Because visually they all look the same as I kind of when I went through them. It's just the lengths and possibly the engines could be different. Right, here's we're going for another little town, another little village. What is this? This is Anheim or something, I think. Alheim or something. I didn't read it properly. What was that? Did I hear a whisper? Oh no, it's from the. It's the sound from outside. It's like pigs and sheeps. I generally thought there was whispering back in the coach. It would scared the shit out of me. I was like, what the hell? No, it's just some livestock. It's quite a lengthy little village, this. One thing that has not been implemented into game, and it's something that the game gets a lot of flack for, is the simulation and the physics of road conditions. Right now, it is snowy, and on the floor, on the ground, on the road surface is actually icy. It's slushy, but I feel no actual difference to how the actual coach reacts on this surface to like a normal dry surface. And I think this is one thing that people do want to see improve and get better over time with this game, is the actual physics and road condition surface reactions to the actual vehicle when you're driving on these different conditions, like when it's wet, when it's icy, when it's dry. There needs to be some sort of difference, because I cannot drive on snow like I drive on a dry surface. That just cannot work. But that's obviously something they've not added. Force feedback is something that people desperately want, and I think it would be. I think maybe force feedback is going to be something that will hopefully improve the physics of the road and kind of like make you feel the differences between these surfaces and the weather conditions. Well, that's something I do hope, and it's something I think it's one of the biggest requests for this game to actually have in the future, as a future update, and I'm definitely an advocate for it. It should have been something that actually shipped with it when it launched, but I think it did, and then they kind of like took out the game because it wasn't that good. But hopefully in the future they'll get onto it. I'm sure TML will, because all of this kind of stuff with this Reloaded patch and then this DLCs and all the DLCs they've... See, right now, look at this turn I'm taking. I'm taking it at 90 kilometers per hour and there's no repercussions. I should be sliding here, but I'm not, because there's no physics. And something that people complained about when the game came out was the tilt of the buses was just so weird and just unrealistic, and most people like me as well, like I just turn off the tilt so there's just no tilt. Because literally it felt like the coach was kind of like leaning over like the tower of Pisa. It was just literally going over so far that you're thinking, well, I'm just going to fall down now. It's crazy. Lovely stuff. So we're just not even going on the motorway yet. Please don't turn red. Oh, it's going to turn red, isn't it? Well, sorry.
Ist das Tempolimit hier echt so hoch?
I could have used my retarder there. Actually, let's use the retarder. Let's see how it works. So the retarder's on. I don't have any brake, and then I'm gonna brake now. It's not bad. And now I've turned off the retarder. If you leave the retarder on, you can't really accelerate properly. Oh, I love the wide windscreen. I can see the traffic lights, and this makes tracker really like useful. With the in the Neo plan, you just look up and you're looking at the ceiling, and it's just like, oh, kill me. I can see there. I really should be in this right lane, but hell with it. Like, I am the machine here. You guys are all little puny cars. Oh, watch this guy, watch this guy. Of course. Do I have anyone behind? No, they should stop. I was nice to that Ford Mondeo estate driver in a very hideous yellow. I was nice to him. I allowed him to proceed. But then, to be honest, if I didn't allow him, he would have got squashed, essentially. Oh, I do love the sounds of the slowing down of the engine. That's really nice. That's really, really nice. Get another shot outside. Oh, that's gorgeous. I do want to take a little screenshot here. I do apologize. There we go. Gotta take a good screenshot once I see one, and then we put back the navigation like that. And off we go. To Berliner Platz. Or Berlin Hauptbahnhof or something like that. Oh, this is a nice, like, it's not really, this is like a dual carriageway in the UK. This is not a motorway. It's kind of like what's next below a motorway. And I think I need to be in this lane because we're taking a left here. This is really nice. I like this kind of style of road. I haven't seen much of it in this game so far. Or maybe I've just been ignoring it. Beautiful. Oh, I generally thought that they were going to get a green light as well, and I was just going to be waiting here to take a left. Oh, that's great. Nice. We all take our turn. Beautiful. Beautiful. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments down below. Let's bring up the conversation for this episode on my Fernbus Let's Play series. I'm pretty sure this episode is going to be just basically a discussion of this coach. Do tell me your thoughts and opinions. What do you guys think? I think the price for it, I definitely think if you definitely want to get this coach right now, do get it, because it is only about £7 something. Its original price will go back up to, I think it's the offer is until the 15th of December or something like that. And then it will go back up to like $11.99 or $12.99, which I still think is pretty good as well, because you're getting 5 variations of coaches compared to like the Neoplan Skyliner, where we only got one variant, which I was a bit upset about. There's many variants of Skyliners out there. There's one with like the I was a bit ashamed that they didn't I was a bit upset that they didn't do the single floor Skyliner. They only just did the double decker. They could have easily done the just take out one of the floors and just do a single floor, and maybe hopefully at some point they might add to the Neoplan Skyliner. That would be cool, like a free update there. We're going to give you a free coach, guys. We're going to give you a free single floor Neoplan Skyliner. That would be like a really nice kind of thing, because obviously they're doing these kind of free DLCs, like first with Usedom, with adding all the cities and all more of the map. It would be really nice if they actually give us a free coach, and instead of doing a completely new coach, they would just do other variants of like older coaches. Like they could easily do, as I said, a single floor Neoplan Skyliner as a free DLC. They could do another variant of the Lion City coach, like a more newer one or an older one per se. You know, there's so many kind of things they can do now with the kind of things, like the kind of structure that they want to work with these DLCs. They're obviously going to be doing these free DLCs, and then obviously going to be doing paid. And I think free could be anything. It could be anything you do paid, you can easily do free. So, you know, TML, do a single floor Neoplan Skyliner as a gift for the community, I'm pretty sure. Sometime down the line, I'm not saying like right now, but it would be an idea. If you have like a list of ideas of what you want to do as free DLC, definitely adding like another variant of like the Neoplan Skyliner, maybe an MAN coach, maybe even a Setra. I think more people would like another Neoplan. The Neoplan Skyliner is a very popular coach. People love seeing me drive it in episodes of in this series. They every time they see an MAN, they're like, "Can you do a Neoplan Skyliner?" It'd be interesting to see what you guys want me to do now, because obviously there's the Setra. Do you guys want me to do more Setra videos, or do you still want me to do more Neoplan Skyliner videos? That's going to be the interesting one to see. One thing I have done is I have mapped, I need to know how I've done this. No, it's not that one. Right. Ah, okay. There we go. I've added, I've mapped, what's cool with this bus is that on the other two, the shade curtain thing is only one big one, and then the driver would have one on the side. This one has two. It has this left one up here, and then there's another one on the right, which I haven't mapped, and then there's one here for the driver on the left-hand side. Which I haven't mapped that one either. I've only mapped this left one so I could just use it in like a circumstance like this where it is a little bit sunny. There is a little bit of, you know, some sun rays hitting me through the windscreen. Might as well lower it. Oh, I'm getting undertaken here. Undertake me so I can merge. I'm gonna merge into my lane. There we go. I've also mapped out that. It's so hard showing other kind of features and stuff and having to drive as well. But there you go. That's the lowest that window goes. And this is... We're gonna get our heads cut off here if we'll get everyone's heads cut off in the back if we don't focus properly on the driving. But yeah, that's the oh, I'm lowering the wrong thing now. Oh god. Oh no. There we go. No, wrong one. And there we go. Beautiful. Right, I'm not doing that again because that's risky. Let me first of all, let me put it onto let me get up with a little bit of speed here and actually put it onto cruise control. It really struggles to get up to, well, we're going up a gradient here, so maybe that's a little bit of an issue. But it does feel like this coach definitely isn't the most powerful one out of the three available for the game. It feels the most sluggish. I don't know if any of you guys who have gotten this coach already and have tried it, comparing it to the other two. I definitely feel that this one, or maybe it's just this longer axle variant. I have not tried the schmal. I've not tried the smallest ones and the kind of medium-sized ones, so I don't know how they kind of fare in terms of power. But this one definitely feels like a very slow one compared to like the longest MAN and the Neoplan Skyliner. But it's nice. It's just so nice looking at a new dashboard. It's just, you know, it still has the same kind of red color when you turn on the low beam lights, or like when you turn it off it's all grey, which I guess every dashboard looks all grey. But it would have been nice if we get like a dashboard in the future that has maybe a different color, like a blue, or do they do green? I don't know. Oh, what's that? It's like a timber kind of thing.
Haben Sie es so eilig?
Sorry, I know I was speeding. And oof, just merged in time there. That could have been awkward. Damn, after the yeah, I'm getting a little bit of sun glare, but it's not too bad. At least my little blind thing here is not actually showing me the direct sun, so it's not too bad. But this is so nice. We haven't even gone on a motorway yet. We've only been on like a dual carriageway and just on these country roads so far, which is actually really nice. I think this is going to be how it is till Berlin, and then I think after Berlin, down straight to Leipzig. That's why I think we're going to just basically be on motorways and just kind of test out how this kind of cruises. Which so far it's very nice. Let's add a bit of retarder. Now, do I want to be... I'll be in the left lane. Beautiful. What does that say? Oh, there's a little model. Oh. There's like a little model of the Setra there. Oh, man, no. Oh, man, no. Oh, I mucked up here, didn't I? And that's left only, so yeah, I'm just gonna have to wait here in this lane. I hate those kind of junctions that do that. They split up the traffic like that. That's super annoying. But then I guess, yeah, that's left track, and technically you should be able to go straight in the left track there. Like, I don't see any harm in, like, say if you're in the left track there and you don't go left and you go straight, like you're just going to go into the left lane there on the continued road. Well, you know what, it's whatever, it's my error there. I'll wait my turn. Let's have a little sneak look here at the back here. I still have the, I think I have the dim lights on, so it's not too light in here. But it's gonna be fantastic doing a night journey in this coach. I think that'll be. Actually, you know what? I was gonna do the next episode in a night, the night episode, the night route. I was gonna do it in I was going to do it in the Neoplan Skyliner in a particular repaint, but I might now consider doing it in one of the smaller Setras. I'll think about it. Or maybe tell me down in the comments below. Do you want that night, fully night episode, night route episode, night bus episode, night coach episode? Do you want it in the Neoplan Skyliner, in the repaint that I was thinking of doing it in? Or do you want it in the smaller Setra? So we can check out how the Setra looks like in the dark. I think most would probably want Setra, actually. Oh, it's 7. Oh, now it's 50. I was like, oh, it's 70. And then just trolled me there. I was like, oh, no, you need to keep to the speed limit, mate. Another beautiful little city here. I do love the game in the snow, though. Really makes it look all festive, and probably most of my videos during December are going to be when I play this, when I play Fernbus. Because normally with Fernbus, I keep the date to the date that I'm recording, so to my system, my PC's date. So pretty much, I'm going to be in winter most of the time, which I think is quite nice. It kind of will reflect, and then when we're in spring, it'll be spring weather, and probably a lot more rain, which that'll be probably nice. That'll be actually quite nice. Oh, I like that. I like that sound. Alright, let's build up a nice bit of speed, and then whack on the cruise control. Beautiful. We're very close now to Berlin, which is good. And I think we're actually on time. And the timings and stuff with the scheduled stops are working okay this time, because normally I've had issues with them where it would tell me that I've arrived like 10 hours early or something like that, where it would schedule me to arrive at the next day, and I had some really bizarre kind of bugs with the scheduling of bus stops, so it's really nice seeing that it's actually working properly, and we're actually supposed to arrive at around 1:26, and now it's about 12:56, so we have like about around half an hour in-game time to get to Berlin, which would probably be like the next 5 minutes or so in real time for us, I think. One thing with this game as well, I'm not too sure if the fuel... We do have fuel stations in this game, but I've never ever used one. I've never needed to use one. I think I've used one just for the sake of like, oh, here's a fuel station, let's see how you fuel up. But these coaches do not drink any fuel, and I don't know what TML are going to be doing about this in terms of like, do they actually want to make the fuel consumption of these coaches a little bit better? Like, say if you do a very long trip in the game, you actually have to fill up at least once. Like, if you're doing a short hop from like one city to another city, like say like this kind of journey I'm doing here, I don't really expect that I would need to pick up fuel on this journey, because it's not massively long. It's just kind of like I'm going north East Germany to about like sort of East Germany. But it would be nice if like I was driving from the south of Germany to north of Germany, somewhere in the middle. I would think I might have to refuel. Don't know what you guys think, but so far, like, it doesn't even warn you that you have low fuel or anything because it's never been an issue. It's probably just because these coaches are just so. Why is there? Okay, that's probably a sound bug, but why is there livestock sounds here in Berlin? What is going on? Oh, this is tight. But we've managed. Yeah, I think this might be a sound bug here. I think it thinks we're in a village, but no, we're in a... we're in Germany. I mean, in Berlin. Oh, the front just looks so nice. Oh! Oh, we're so... Oh! Oh, this is awkward. I'm supposed to take a left. Ah. Right, I'm going to be very naughty here and take a left, even though I know I'm not supposed to. I should go into my right lane. See, fuel station here, but I'll never use you. I'll never use you. Oh, that's great. We don't even have to do a massive amount of driving in Berlin. The bus station's right here off the motorway. Fantastic. That is so nice. Right. Thank you. Could I go this way? Yeah, I could go this way. It's fine. It doesn't really matter which way I go here. It's all for the buses. It's all for the coaches. And still, the NPCs are only MANs. TML, can we get some, you know... Well, I don't know if this is going to be an issue because of, like, say if you don't have the DLC, do you see... Like, say if I have the DLCs, or people that have the Setra DLCs, or Comfort Class DLC, and the Neoplan DLC, can people have, you know, respective NPCs as well to reflect the DLC that they have? Because I just see MANs everywhere. Which is, you know, it's fine. They're in repaints and stuff, which is really nice, but I would love... some Setra DLCs now. Comfort Class. I keep calling it Setra. You know what I mean. It will be Setra one day. Right. I'm gonna be a bit extra, and I'm gonna open all of them. Because why not? It's so long. It's almost as long as the actual bus marker thing. I think TMO were like, oh, we're not going to make a bus longer than that, so we're not going to change the size of the marker. Actually, you pretty much have. Right, new lot of passengers. Last stop, Leipzig.
Ciao. Ich müsste noch ein Ticket bei
Yep,
Ihnen
I can give you a ticket to Leipzig. Leipzig.
Auf geht's.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Hi, ich hoffe sehr freundlich.
Fantastic, welcome on board.
Grüezi, bitte sehr. Danke.
Ja, ja.
Grüezi, hier ist mein Ticket. Danke.
Yeah.
Grüezi, hier
And
mein
this guy's
Ticket.
just walking on the air.
Danke sehr. Grüezi, könnte ich bitte ein Ticket
Yeah,
bei
you want to
Ihnen
go to
kaufen?
Leipzig too? That is totally fine. Get to travel on board this lovely comfort class. Wait, what?
Hallo? Ich benötige noch ein Ticket
Oh.
für die Fahrt.
Oh, I'm not supposed to press the tick before the thing. Oh, that's fine.
Dankeschön.
There we go.
Servus. Ich ciao.
Yep, yep. Ciao,
Hallo,
ciao.
das Ticket. Bitte. Ciao.
And last
Vielen
one.
Dank.
Perfect. I think that's it. Is there any people on the roof? Because someone did tell me before in an episode where I was at the station in Berlin where there was actual passengers up on the roof. I think I can confirm that there's no passengers on the roof this time. I don't think that's a bug anymore, but that was so, like, I had to watch that back and I actually saw them up there on the roof, and that's why I had like 3 or 4 passengers missing when I got to my destination. It was so funny. But yeah, look at that. That's the MANC, which looks so small. Look at that. And then, actually, yeah, let's do that. Look at that. It's huge. You could fit another little baby MAN in between where, like, you can fit another MAN like behind it, and it's pretty much the same length as that. That's crazy. Right, let's close these up. Let's go. Oh, daytime running lights. Nice. LEDs. Let's get that closed. Lovely. Let's get back on our bus. Excellent. Right. Beauty. Oh. Start ride. Yeah. Remembered. I remembered. Perfect. The AC is too cold. Wait. Hold up. Look at my AC here. It is on the hottest setting. It is on the hottest setting. Oh man. Let's go that. I don't know how else to change that because there is no other setting except for to turn it on here and adjust the temperature, and I have it on the highest heat. So I don't know if that's a bug. Odd. Very odd. But we'll continue. And hopefully they won't complain that it's too cold. Or did it say too hot? There's me now not paying attention. Right. Beautiful. I think I'm clipping the curb here. I like the rims as well, like those plastic hubcaps. Just something very coach. It's something very coach-like to have, you know, those kind of hubcaps. Oh, come on, come on. I can't stop now, sorry. Beautiful. Right, I wonder how much we're going to be driving through Berlin today, because Berlin's pretty huge to drive around, because it is obviously the capital city. But hopefully we should be back on the motorway in no time. Oh, problem. There we go. Nice clear view of the traffic light there. All good. Come on. Give me the green light now. Oh, is that maybe... Oh no, that's fine. Thought maybe that could have been a right light. Oh, I like that. That's like a ramp off the motorway. Very nice. And then I'm guessing we're joining... Oh, we're joining now a new motorway here. Very nice. Love that. Quick in and out of Berlin. How it should be. I'm guessing you guys could suggest me, obviously, because I guess the most of the next upcoming episodes are going to be in this Setra coach. You guys could suggest me Flixbus routes, because there's not at all any repaints for this, so I can't really do any kind of just random repaint video with this coach so far. Like the beginning with the Neoplan, I think. Well, actually, the Neoplan got repaints pretty quickly, but then again, I didn't actually make a video on the Neoplan, I think, like 5 months in till the release. So 5 months in, there was already quite a lot of reskins for the coach. But obviously now with the Setra, it's just come out and there's only like one plain white reskin for it. So pretty much for the upcoming episodes that I do in the Setra, it's going to be all Flixbus, which is kind of good because I see the comments that ask me, can I do a Flixbus video? And it's nice to do some of these kind of real life journeys and actually have real life route numbers to kind of relate to. Right, taking a thing off here. Very nice. I do. Some of the sounds are so nice. The some of the engine moans and groans and rumbles are really nice, and like when you let go of the accelerator, when you add a little bit of brake, and you can hear, I'm guessing there is some brake, there's some engine braking as well. That's part of the, I think that's what a retarder is. I think because there are some brakes, there are some, isn't a retarders use the engine to brake, I think. It like puts it into a negative gear or something, or puts it into a reverse kind of gear where it kind of slows the engine. It uses the engine to slow the wheels down. So it uses like gears to slow the... I don't know how it works, but... Oh. Now, I'm very lucky I saw that.
Warum fahren wir Slalom?
Because normally, these type of exits on these junctions really do throw me off, like really badly. Like normally I would just go straight, and then I realize, oh wait, I was supposed to take the first left I saw, or first right. But this time I got it, which is good. There we go. Luckily I'm not hitting any of the fences. I'm taking this turn pretty good. There we go. Nicely does it. And now I'm guessing I'm guessing we could find essentially a parking. Am I speeding? Really? Oh, 70. Oh, now 100. Ah, these speed limits in this game. They put a smile on my face. There we go. I haven't seen any driving NPC coaches yet, actually. I think there was something with the latest 1.16 kind of patch as well, that they improved the NPC coaches or something like that. If I read the patch notes correctly. But essentially now we're just going to look out for a resting, like a petrol station or a resting station, so we can just take the break, because I'm pretty sure the customers are going to be like, I'm tired, I want to go and walk, I want to take a cigarette or something. I'm pretty sure. Right, slap on the cruise control. And we're just basically off to Leipzig now. Just a nice, smooth ride down here. Do some overtaking as well, which I'm very surprised. All these guys going much slower than the 100. Oh, that guy slowed down there. He thought I was gonna merge there. I thought I was gonna merge there. Lost a bit of control. Right, can I slip into here? Yes, I can. If my backside of the coach is actually cleared, the last vehicle. Oh, there we go. There's a MAN there. Again, only MANs. I don't see Neoplan Skyliners. Haven't seen one yet in motion. And I'm definitely not going to see a Setra. Oh, would you look at there? A fuel station and a resting station. How nice. We shall rest. Beautiful. So wait, why is it 100 kilometers speed now in here? And it, like, what? I think the speed limit's drunk around here. Oh, that was crisp. That was good. Oh, I do love that. That's nice little disengage there of the engine. I like it. Right, guys, you can go off and take a break. Oh, I hope the FPS... I had an FPS problem in the previous episode. Is it going to do it? Yep, it's going to... Yeah, this is a bug right now. I have no idea what this bug is. But it's every time I take a break and go back into... when I go back into recount, the FPS just goes crazy. So I don't know if this is a bug that TML do know. Again, I am on the beta patch, so potentially a beta problem, which I hope it is. I hope people not getting this, or maybe it might even be a recording issue with me, but it only happens when I do this. But once I check everyone, it gets better. There we go. 5. Kind of almost makes me not want to do a check or a rest stop, because this is pretty annoying, because everything is perfect until like I do this. There we go. AC is too cold. Well, I can't do anything about that. The AC is on the highest setting, unless I just do not know how to unless I do not know how to use this AC on this coach. Alright, let's get that checked. Okay, it's back to normal now. Right. Right, in neutral. Get that closed. Yeah, I don't know if that's a bug. It's a very, very odd bug. AC is too cold. I can't do anything about this AC. It's like... What do you want me to do? I'm so confused. Like turn up the fan speed or something? Because none of the other buttons do anything, and I'm guessing this controls the heat, and I have it on the max. Like, I honestly wish I could just have the... obviously, this is just a normal AC. The Neoplan and the MAN are more sophisticated, and they actually have... they have climate control, which I would kind of like. Oh, that... Oh my god, that jolted off.
Warum fahren wir Slalom?
Whoa, 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 whoa. That was weird. That was like it. My coach just jolted off there. It just felt like it. That was very, very weird. But yeah, I hope that is something maybe probably on the beta patch. I might actually try the next episode on just the normal Fernbus patch and give that give a rest a try, because I don't know, it's just so annoying. It just goes down, like the FPS just goes down so much when I'm just trying to check the passengers. It's so annoying. Right, we're on our little leg here. Let me get the speed up here, and let's just get into cruise control. I'm just going to cruise down here this last 100k into Leipzig. First episode ever with the Comfort Class HD, or the Setra, as you're more known to know in real life, of what this coach is. And I have to say, I love it. It's a great, nice addition. It's a new looking coach, a new feeling coach as well. Different to the Neoplan, different to the MAN. Definitely tell me your thoughts down below in the comments of what you think about this coach. If you're going to get this coach, if you already have it, what do you think about it? I'm pretty sure TML will get the licensing at some point. I hope they're aiming to get the licensing for Setra. And as I said at the beginning of the video, if they do get the licensing for Setra, as Setra is owned by Mercedes, and if they show to Setra and possibly Mercedes... Oh man, oh man, oh man, no, no.
Alarm für Anaconda 12?
What is this? Oh, look at this car! He's on me, he's glued on me. Look at this car, he's glued. So, unglue from me. Look at this, he's glued to me. Oh, oh no. Oh wow. Okay. Wow, okay. AI still in Fernbus, needs tweaking, I see. But as I was saying, wait, I've been...
Hast du den Blitzer gesehen?
Wait, what? I've been caught... What? It's 100! Unless it was like 80 or something. Okay, like, I think the game's just telling me now... the game's basically saying, look, you're just gonna... You're gonna completely toss it up now, all in the air. But as I was saying, to conclude this episode, what do you guys think of the Setra? The licensing, I'm pretty sure, will come. And as I said, if they get the licensing for Setra, we could be hopeful that in the future, if they say do like a Mercedes-Benz Turismo line of coaches, or any sort of line of Mercedes-Benz coaches, because they have quite a lot of them, I'm pretty sure would get licensed Mercedes stuff if Setra and Mercedes like what TML have done with this coach and the representation of it. Because I'm sure Flixbus uses Mercedes-Benz Turismos, so it'd be great to see them in the game at some point. Right, can we do these final, can we please do these final last kilometers safely and efficiently? Like, I do not want another crash like that, or that was just like, so, like in that kind of case, I should have probably slowed down. That was probably my fault there, but I'm indicating left, and he's not slowing down, and then only slows down when I start merging, and then he basically glues himself to me. Right, so I'm going to try again. I'm going to indicate left. I'm indicating that. Okay, good. That AI was good because it slowed down and actually allowed me to go through and merge. The one before didn't. I think the one before didn't because he was so far ahead of me that he just wanted to overtake me first before I actually started merging, but I couldn't because I had vehicles in front of me. And that's why I should have just slowed down. But I thought the AI would have been kind enough to realize that I was there. Right. All good. I think I've been to Leipzig before. Probably in some form during this series I have been. I probably haven't terminated, but I've been through it. I think through Leipzig and Halle. Very nice to return to it. I still need to go to the northwest of Germany. I think that's the kind of area that I've not given enough attention. I think now, recently, in my kind of recent videos, I've just been in the northeast around Berlin and kind of going around up to the north, like with the Cellen and Strausland, and now like with Usedom. And I think there was a time where I think when I did the Megabus video, I did all of the kind of the west cities, like from Dortmund to Bonn and stuff like that. And I covered that really nicely. And I don't think I've been back down to the south, except for when I did the South Football Run video. Which potentially means I might do a North Football Run, or West Football Run, or an East Football Run. We shall see. Oh, and is that Leipzig coming up there in my satellite navigation? Very nice. Oh yeah, I forgot to play the Flixbus announcement, didn't I? Damn. Oh well. They know. They're probably regular Flixbus travelers, so they know the drill. I don't need to tell them. Oh, that's beautiful. Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, willkommen on Leipzig, I think. Wait, is this policeman or woman? Are they actually wanting to go right? You have enough space to go right. It's probably like the AI is like, I actually do not have enough space to go right. Because this 0.25 meters is still coded as the as the truck. So I shall wait here for the truck to go before I go right. There we go. Oh wow. Right. There we go. Into Leipzig we go with our Comfort Class HD Setra. Can't wait to do more videos in this coach. It's just very nice. I like it. I prefer the dash definitely out of all the coaches. It's a really nice dash. I don't know, the satellite navigation doesn't work on the thing. Probably I needed to turn it on through one of the buttons like you can do in the Neoplan or even the MAN. Probably figure it out for the next episode. But then do tell me in the comments down below, would you guys like the next episode to be the Neoplan Skyliner in a repaint that I kind of had to figure out for the next episode in the all night bus service episode? Or do you want me to do it in one of the smaller Flixbus Comfort Class HD coaches? In one of the Setras? I don't mind. I might make up my mind before you guys have time to kind of like comment and stuff, but if I see like an over hype or if I see a lot of comments for play the Setra in the next one in the night bus, then I'll probably do the Setra. Leipzig's really nice. Oh, those Christmas decorations. I remember last year around Christmas, around December, they did put up lights. Oh, this could have been part of the update. Look at that. That's so cute. We got some nice Christmas lights in the cities now. Oh, that's really, really nice. Oh, really, really nice. Well done. Well done, TML. I like that. I like those little additions. But we're almost here, though. Almost here. At our destination. Leipzig. Oh yeah, I remember this now. It had like this kind of split. It's almost like a bus station here. It's like a very weird layout. And then we do like a little 360 around here, do a little turn around. Oh, I love these Christmas lights. They're so nice. They don't do much, but they add that kind of little flair that it is Christmas. I really do like that. Right, final right turn here. I think my track IR is slightly getting offset for some reason, which it tends to do every time like I record a video. It kind of goes off center a bit. Right, there we go, guys. Leipzig, final stop here. Beautiful.
Wie? Wir sind zu früh?
Oh yeah, we're early, mate. This is Qwerty Afro we're talking about. There we go. Let's get that all open. Beautiful. And everyone's going to walk off. Probably go and buy their Christmas presents. Anyway, let's log off. Let's quickly have a look here of how we did. Should be done. We had a bit of incidents there on the motorway, but to be honest, like it's whatever. It's whatever. We won't tell. I won't tell if you won't. But everything's pretty green though, which is not bad. And obviously incidents, accidents and stuff like that. Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed my first ever video on the Comfort Class HD, or better known as in real life the Setra coach. The Setra HD, or I don't know what model it is, but it's a Setra, and it's finally in Flixbus, which is so cool. We get 5 different variants with it, and definitely the dash, and all of the dash is like all new because obviously it's a different make of coach. The variants are really nice. You get different lengths of coaches, even though they all look the same, but it's really nice. Like this one's going to be completely different compared to the very small Setra, I suppose. And generally I'm really happy with it. It's and definitely get it now. If you do want this DLC, get it now that it's on 25% off as an introductory price, and it's definitely worth it. It's like you've got so many more coach variants here compared to the Neoplan Skyliner, which costed more when it came out. So definitely grab this deal while it's still around. I definitely would recommend it. and not just because I get this for free, but I've tested this and this is a really, really nice addition to the game. The shoutouts again for this video go to Simulation Lemon and Southern Railway fans. This again, Simulation Lemon and Southern Railways fan. Give them a look. Their links and stuff will be down below. Guys, I will see you guys in the next episode. Take care and have a lovely day.
We ain't never giving up, 'cause we ain't born for that. Gotta catch us fast to do. Fast to do. The ship is cruising, it's true.